Alright, it's time for Majin and Friend.
The unhinged campaign for focus. I'm Nina, everyone's favorite NPC. Let's take a moment to smash that like button and subscribe to this video. Your support is appreciated. And if you hate someone, share this video.
Once more, this is Majin. I have stepped away from the dice to bring you news from the world of weaves. What excites me, what's going to excite you.
You heard him, Dizu, so I'm going to go ahead and put this Oedipus and feet trigger warning. For all your safeties.
That's not necessary, Nina. This episode Away from the Dice will not be about Oedipus or feet.
Oh, really? Then should I take it down?
Let's just leave it there for safety. But no, I am here to talk about what took place last month. People have been asking my opinions on it, and I have kept my silence for too long. You know, try to stay bipartisan, not to let too much of my personality, my own opinions get in the way of my audience. But sometimes certain things take place that you can only stay silent for so long. That you can hear the other side, you can see these things take place, and say nothing. I can't keep going on and not say anything about this at all. That's not who I am. After talking it over with my loved ones, consulting my priest, my bookie, and that one guy always hanging out in the Belos parking lot, you know, that guy with the glasses, that cool guy, I decided it's time to break my silence.
Finally, some real talk. So, what are you breaking your silence over? America's handling of the Russia-Ukraine war. The executive orders to end birthright citizenship. How Doge is slashing our government. A fourth thing that is clearly not it?
Cushy Roll has released a trailer for Night of the Living Cats. There, I said it. I didn't want to believe it, that such an anime could exist behind Crunchyroll's paywall where licenses go to die. It's a tragedy.
So Night of the Living Cats. So nothing groundbreaking or important to anyone with more than 2 testosterones. I guess thank God it has been more than a minute, so fuck you Majin, Nina is out. Yo Minevra, stop slutting around that vending machine and get your little bambino ass over here.
I have low blood sugar, and that's the normal way to eat a donut.
I don't care, but you can deal with this cat bullshit while I stand over here and pretend you two don't exist.
Sweet, screen time pay. If I keep this up, I can pay off that patio furniture I have on layaway.
Wow, everything's so much brighter over here, and there is no smell of shame and weeb sweat. Damn, Nina, you have your whole life ahead of you.
Wait, are you telling me that the smell of sugar and roasted garlic is his sweat?
Alright, powering through. We don't need to talk about that. So, Minevra, Night of the Living Cats. Any insight on this? Honestly, of all the zombie parodies I've seen, I think this one will be the best. It's going to take, I can see this thing playing out all the tropes. The betrayal, the guy who's all in for himself, the person willing to sacrifice himself to protect everybody else, but set with super cute cats. Can you think of a better scenario than that?
Oh God, what are you talking about? This is probably the most horrifying thing I can think of.
Well, why do you say that? Come on, look at those things. That is adorable.
You yuck. I would rather deal with zombies, for at least when I turn I have the pleasure of being dead.
Yeah, but with the cats, at least you turn into a cat and you're alive. You're just in a cat's body. It's like fluffy and cute. Why do you have a problem with that?
But that's exactly it. You will turn into a cat. You will be covered in fur. Can you imagine a fate worse than that, to spend the rest of your life covered in fur? It's gross. It makes my smooth, pretty, moisturized skin crawl just thinking of it.
God damn it, Minevra. Why in the fuck would you do that? She has giant rabbit ears. She can hear us. You know what? I'm going to do something I finally have to do in my life. I'm going to take a step away from the pretty girl.
I'm not worried. I had the foresight to leave a box of all sorts of dangerous objects over there. And with her vicious bitch imagination and her flaky personality, the video will be over, or her attention span will wane before she chooses which one to use.
You know, that's actually pretty brilliant. Well done. Alright, so let's talk about this video, shall we? So, despite your fear of being a furry, I still think it's an excellent idea. This is probably be kid-friendly. Assuming there's no cussing and there's no sexual activity in it, which, being an anime, there's a good chance it will. I can actually probably show my kids this. So there'll probably be some fear. There'll probably be a lot of yelling, controversy, fighting. But man, like, this is kind of like a horror movie that, the less intense people need to have. Man, can you imagine Resident Evil like this?
You will be doomed plain and simple. Cats are so fast and small, it would nearly be impossible to leave the house without being swarmed by nature's perfect killing machine.
Yeah, speaking of nature's perfect killing machine, should you be worried about her yet?
Nah, she's still fucking around with his 16-bit weapons. We don't have to worry until she gets to the PS1 or 2 weapons.
Yeah, Kratos can learn a few things from her.
Exactly, that is why I left that wino a bottle of supermarket brand red wine around that era.
Dear God, Minerva, that's like fiendishly clever. The only thing that can match Nina's blood loss is her alcoholism. That's pretty fucking brilliant.
I wasn't hanging around that vending machine for no reason. This has been my plan the whole time.
Wait. What plan are we talking about? What's going on here?
What other plan is there, Dizu? Get rid of the fuzzy bimbo, get the screen time pay bump, and make another payment on my patio furniture. If this world is going to burn in the feline apocalypse, then I'm going to die with brand new patio furniture.
I don't think the world is going to burn the feline apocalypse. We're talking about an anime here.
Bitch, I am anime.
Okay, I think we're getting real derailed here. We're trying to talk about zombie tropes and how fun this anime is going to be and how colorful it is and kawaii or cute or whatever.
But I will be anime with a brand new patio set from Amazon. But when Rule 34 catches up with me and I become furry, I will become a god among cats on my Wisteria Lane for a Peace Wicker conversational set.
Yeah, cool. So I'm personally looking forward to this delightful anime of predictable zombie tropes turned on its head by a cat.
And because I am already an Amazon Prime member. In just 2 days after performing the necessary assembly, I will be unstoppable. But rejoice, it is a 4-piece set, and there will be room at my table for those who pledge loyalty to me and my smooth skin resistance to the furry kind.
Good God, I thought Nino was hard to work with. Look, Minerva, can we talk about this anime, about Cushy Roll, about cats, about the undead, anything other than your 4-piece furniture set?
I see we have a non-believer. Majin, you have never believed in patio furniture ownership. Your weak kind will not be tolerated. I now see you for who you are. Your body hair alone tells us whose side you are on. Your fat cells will be purged in the wicker fires of inferior patio furniture. And from your ashes, the furless empire will rise.
So I have some thoughts on Doge.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you?
Don't worry, the wine bottle was empty.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't worried about that.
That was me justifying it to myself for using it as a weapon.
Yeah. I think we're good in this cat video now. I think we said everything we need to about Night of the Living Cats. This is why I held my peace. It is much easier to talk about politics, religion, and money than it is to talk about cats and zombies. My bad, everybody.
Okay, fuck it. Let's just end this thing. This was Majin and friends away from the dice. If you're still here, then you are wondering about that trigger warning. If you think about it, it makes a little sense. But don't think about it too much, because trust me, no one placed any thought into this. But please like and comment, and if you haven't, subscribe. And now word from our sponsor, Dizu. Majin and Friends is brought to you by Hairy Dudes. Hairy Dudes, play, laugh, and grow.